Hey everyone, Blade here, and if I could just have a quick moment of your time, I just want to say one thing before the episode begins, and that is that, obviously, this is EDELGARD'S C+ rank. I just want to say that despite what happens in this episode, I have not made up my mind on anything. This is just me reacting to what's happening in EDELGARD'S C rank, and I'll also tell you there's also Hubert's B rank and some other important scenes. This is a very important episode. So much so that after this episode, I spend a bit next episode during the supports. I go in the library and I do my homework, I do my research. I reread every single thing that's in the library, at least above ground. Below is still locked, and I hate that because there's some things that I really want to check in that, but we'll have to wait on that. Either way, what I'm trying to say is that after this episode, I feel like me and EDELGARD, we could go either way. Do not be that thing that pushes me one way or the other, because from my standpoint, it is very likely that you'll push me against EDELGARD at this moment in time. Nothing's been decided yet. I'm waiting to find some things out, see if they're true or not. So just keep that in mind as you watch the episode. Try not to confirm anything yet, as I am pretty sure, again, it will be confirmed later, and then I'll see what I do. But with that, I hope you enjoy the episode.
I assume the Archbishop was pleased with your performance. Did you return the Lance of Ruin?
I did. Let's see what you have to say. Why would I lie? I returned it. I didn't have the option.
I keep thinking about what Gilbert told us.
Uh-huh. About House Gautier?
Yes. Miquelon was discarded by his family because he was born without a crest.
Correct.
Eventually, he became a masterful thief and gathered enough ruffians to capture a fortress.
So you're saying he did have potential to lead?
Right or wrong, he was a gifted leader.
I see.
He could have been a great asset to Fodlan. What a waste.
You're not wrong.
It's true that a crest can increase your magical abilities and allow you to wield the full might of a hero's relic. But one cannot measure a leader's worth based solely on whether or not they bear a crest.
Yeah, once again, Dimitri and Claude are right there with you.
There are plenty of talented people in this world without one.
Trust? Yeah, Petra, Leonie, who would I say in the Blue Lions? Dedu. I completely agree.
People believe crests are blessings from the goddess, that they're necessary to maintain order in Fodlan. But the people are wrong. Crests are to blame for this brutal, irrational world we live in.
And now I should probably say that is the part I remember from the trailer. So since the game began, I have had that particular line in mind when concerning EDELGARD. Which is why I was so suspicious about concerning Rhea to begin with in the Golden Deer. It's been a minute, but remember, I sussed Rhea so hard. I'm more comfortable now because she's literally came out with the truth in the Golden Deer. So I now know if I don't oppose Rhea, she won't harm me. Pretty much. As far as that second part EDELGARD says, I am 50-50.
Their power is granted only to a select few, whom we elevate and allow to rule the world.
I 100% agree on that.
Have you ever wondered if the only way to create a truly free world is to dispense with the goddess and the crests?
Okay. Let me slow you down real quick, EDELGARD. Number one, getting rid of the crests? Okay. I'm not liking where this is going, though. If you want to get rid of the crests, because they surely do cause a lot of harm, you can't get rid of them completely, though, without certain things. Number one, let's say that's EDELGARD's goal. Number one, she would have to eliminate the remaining children of Sothis. That includes Rhea, Sedith, And the big one for me would be Flame. You'd have to make sure that, and also Indek and Macule, who are out there chilling right now. You have to take them out, number one. And while that is a bit dark, I could kind of say, all right, you know, if it's for the betterment of the world, I can see how she would do that. I wouldn't agree, you know, at least let them live out their lives. Maybe, I don't know, because I'm pretty sure in like every route I've had, Flame had someone. No. Actually, Flame ended up alone in both routes. Either way, you know, it's very likely that she would. That's number one. Number two, she would have to take care of the crests that are already in existence. That's where I have a problem. Including her own children, mind you. You would have to kill them. Eliminate the board. And I sincerely hope that is not the reason you were trying to tell me you started the war. Don't tell me that's why, Edelgard. I've seen Happy get her curse removed. I've seen crests be added. Linhardt also thinks there is a way to remove them. He's in your house. Do not tell me this is why.
Do that, and people will have no choice but to rise and fall by their own merits.
Because now I'm starting to thinking why she said she's doing this for the silent and weak. Not to mention, crests aren't everything. Let me just continue to hear her out. That's it?
Lady Edelgard, I question whether you revealed too much to the professor.
It didn't matter in my case, but...
Perhaps I did.
It is true that our teacher possesses a rare talent. Even I cannot deny it. The ability to wield the sword of the Creator is concerning.
I've already explained this to you. My power alone is insufficient. That's why I'm borrowing power from those people. If our teacher can wield it in my stead...
Those people? You mean the Agarthans?
I believe that would be for the best.
Really?
It's a risk. A dangerous one. You leave me no choice but to take matters into my own hands.
Hubert? Hubert.
Please excuse me.
Hubert.
I can't hide from the truth.
What?
I can't do all that I must on my own.
Okay.
If all I can rely on is my own ambition, my path won't be easy.
You know what you should have done? You know what you should have done? Talk to your stepbrother and talk to my man Claude.
Is it so risky to reach out my hand?
I wonder, Edelgard.
Father, I swear I will not stop until I succeed.
So she does care about her father.
My regret, my grief, my whole life. I've thrown it all away into the darkness.
Remember, one of the things Edelgard has to do is convince me on...
Professor, you have done well to complete such a difficult task.
On why, at least telling Dimitri and Claude what the deal is, because they are speaking exactly like her right now. None of them are a big fan of the crest system. Dimitri and Claude, all three of them care about the merit of the person over the crest. All of them. Someone mentioned to me that they thought when they played Dimitri's route that it would be impossible to play Edelgard's route, for him to team up with Edelgard. That's only because right now what Dimitri's focused on is revenge. If Edelgard gave him the true target of his revenge, the Agarthans, yes, there is a slight possibility that Dimitri would say you were working with them and, you know, go after her that way. But I think if we talk to him now, because the real thing is Dimitri that we talked to 5 years later has been thinking Edelgard was responsible and stewing in that fact that he had a chance to take her out and he missed it. And now she's causing this war. All that has made Dimitri much harder to talk to where he's almost not himself. But here, now, with Claude and myself and the other Blue Lions and all the other students there to kind of say, wait, no. Let's, talk about this. And the fact that Dimitri has a past with Edelgard, we might be able to get to the bottom of it.
You have shown exceptional skill in leading your students. I am forever grateful for the safe return of the hero's relic. Just as I expected, you have mastered the sword of the Creator.
And the biggest thing, despite what we say about Rhea, she plans to step down as soon as I'm ready to take over. So if she had waited, yes, there was no way she could have known. All the same, the truth is that she was going to step down.
Now then, I shall tell you about your mission for the coming month.
That's probably why she's doing all this, right? Why she is doing all these specific missions. Seth's about to come in? No. Yes.
Rhea, Archbishop.
Oh, Hubert? Oh, no. No.
Seth, what troubles you?
No.
Flame is missing. I cannot find her anywhere.
Hubert?
Professor, have you seen Flame recently?
I have not.
I have searched everywhere. Where could she be?
I see.
She may be in danger. Oh, no. What am I to do?
Well, one more point to Edelgard. And I see now why a certain someone that probably told me that they thought Hubert was more responsible for the war. Is Hubert forcing Edelgard's hand?
Calm yourself, Seth. Professor, we shall continue our discussion another time.
Is Hubert really the reason for this war? Oh my. Really? Is that where this is going?
Part 1. White Clouds. Horsebow Moon. Rumors of a Reaper.
We're gonna talk after this.
As cold air begins to creep in from the north of Fargus, Fodlan welcomes the riches of fall. The women spend their days reaping the golden fields, gratefully embracing the bounty the goddess has once again provided. The men venture into the wilds with horse bows and empty sacks ready to be filled with game.
I hope Edelgard's C+ rank unlocked. Good. I need this. Okay, part 2.
Oh, it's you. Out late again, I see. What brings you here?
I need to talk to you about what you've been talking about. Trouble sleeping?
Is it that obvious? I despise being cooped up when sleep evades me. I just have to get some fresh air.
I couldn't sleep either, apparently.
So I see. Still, it's ill-advised to stay up so late. I should get some sleep too, but... Have you ever felt a sort of longing for the outdoors?
I suppose.
I have. There are times I long for the warmth of the sun, for a sweet breeze on my face. Do you remember what I told you the other night? About my past?
Uh-huh.
None of my siblings had a chance to lead the sort of life they deserved. An ordinary life.
I remember.
My siblings and I we were imprisoned underground, beneath the palace.
Okay.
The objective was to endow our bodies with the power of a major crest.
Ah, shoot, I was right.
I have always possessed the crest of Seros, inherited through the Hresfeld bloodline. But it was only a minor crest, and most of my siblings bore no crest at all.
So it seems like the prerequisite for gaining another crest is that you must contain one within you to begin with.
In order to create a peerless emperor to rule Fodlan, they violated our bodies by cutting open our very flesh.
I see. Who did this to you, Edelgard?
Now here I stand, the fruit of that endeavor. Edelgard von Hresvelg. But that came at too high a price. The others were sacrificed.
I agree completely on that.
Ours weren't the only lives devastated by that terrible process. Innocents died as well, without even knowing what they were dying for.
That means exactly what I was thinking about. Lysithea was a test run to make sure that when they experimented on the royal family, it would succeed. Though, it also is the case that Edelgard was subjected to it and did not volunteer in order to gain new power.
And there you have it. The truth of the Hresvelg's empire.
What, is that a consistent thing? Who is to blame?
The Prime Minister and his gaggle of nobles.
What?
They had the empire under their thumbs. My father, the Emperor, tried to stop him, but it was futile.
Ferdinand's dead? Oh my, no wonder this dude had a sprite. No wonder. Oh man. Really? That explains why Hubert's got so much beef with Ferdinand. That explains so much. I was wondering why Ferdinand would join Edelgard. His personality seems like he would never do so. But if Edelgard tells him this, he might feel like he has an obligation to make up for what his father did.
My father was nothing but a puppet on a string by then. He was powerless to save us.
I see. So your father, is he still alive in the war?
I know how it all sounds. But when you see my true strength, you will know I speak the truth.
Well, I won't joke about that right now, but
I have kept it hidden all this time.
what?
But I will reveal to you the power of my second crest.
You're gonna do that now?
It is the same as yours.
Oh
The
shoot!
crest of flames.
The song!
When it manifested for me, I swore a silent oath. For the sake of my family, and for all the poor souls whose lives were traded for my existence.
Uh-oh, oh no.
For their sake, I will build a world where such meaningless sacrifice is never again sanctioned. As Emperor, I will change the world. I swear it.
Oh no. Okay. Everyone, remember when I said that there were things that I was holding on to that I didn't want to speak on? Edelgard continues to confirm my suspicions with her own words. You're using this. You're using what happened. No, it's not completely true yet. What she said is that she's using that to drive her, not necessarily that I still want to listen. Oh, you know,
As I believe you are already aware, Seteth's younger sister Flame has gone missing.
If I was playing this route the first time, I can't believe I even asked the question, you know, was the Flame Emperor obvious to you? Of course. Of course it was obvious to you. Like, Edelgard can say that line right before she's introduced as the Flame Emperor.
At present, all we know for certain is that she has not left Garreg Mach.
Flame is not the type of person to just wander off on her own without telling me where she is going. We have searched the monastery thoroughly, but have found nothing. I am now mobilizing the knights to begin searching the town. Troubling rumors have been running rampant lately. I do not wish to consider the worst, but...
Troubling rumors?
There are rumors of someone prowling the streets and attacking innocents night after night.
You know, I would find it funny, because Lysithea is scared of ghosts, if she came up with the dark spikes to eat in response to this rumor.
The knights have investigated the matter. They have not discovered any remains, nor have they found any concrete evidence.
That's my canon reason for why she has it.
The people are panicked. They all insist someone called the Death Knight is coming to claim their souls with his blade.
And thinking about it, Hubert probably spread those rumors around.
There is no way she could have escaped unscathed if she were captured by such a fiend. Where is she?
I wonder if Hubert wanted her to be found. Well, of course, because they had Monica.
FETH, recall that impatience begets error. Please do your best to calm yourself.
And I always found it weird that Hilda and Dedu took over in that map. And of course that the house leaders themselves went to go get help. Now it would make sense.
I think of your sister as family as well. You know that. You have my support. We will devote ourselves fully, mind, body, and soul, to recovering her. Professor, your mission for this month is to help find Flayn. The Knights have the town covered, so I ask that you focus your efforts on searching the monastery again. We do not have time to waste. You have your orders.
Roger that. We're
Flayn
getting...
has gone missing? Most unsettling.
Don't talk to me, Hubert.
It doesn't seem likely that she's simply gotten lost. I'll help in any way that I can.
Part of me is in the mode where I want to believe what Edelgard is saying and that she truly was forced into this by Hubert. Another part of me wants to say that, well, she is who I've been suspecting this entire time.
So, our mission this month is to find her? Well then, let us hurry and locate her before anyone else.
And Ferdinand, you are not your father, man, but geez, that is certainly a legacy to have to repair.
I hope Flayn is okay. What would happen if... Just what would we do if...
Exactly, Bernie. I don't want to take out Flayn.
You can't think like that, Bern. FETH would have a heart attack if he heard you.
I've heard that she has a crest.
Huh.
But I suppose for this moment that is irrelevant.
You know what? You probably know what it is. Knowing you, Linhart.
We'll start by gathering information. Someone must have seen Flayn recently.
Linhart's probably like, is she my ancestor? Oh, should I not say that right now? I'm sorry, I should hold off for the plot.
Right. If we work together, I'm certain we'll find her.
Hubert said it's in his own hands, but I cannot deny the whole thing I was saying is that Monica was planning to come here, do the experiments. But Hubert also said in their B rank, I've done things you don't want to know about. It could be that. I mean, I was never... Excuse me. Maybe from the south?
You have my thanks for giving me your spare time. I have gratitude.
Darn it.
Delicious. What?
Okay.
Yes,
Equipment upkeep?
I am in agreement.
Good.
What?
Swimming in the ocean.
If you are having problems, I am happy to be listening.
Can't tell you all my problems yet, Petra. They involve two different people. Alright. And I remember, just to check, it didn't change, did it?
Do you have curiosity?
Nah, I didn't. Alright.
I will be waiting happily for you to be inviting me again.
What month was this? Nice, that'll help. Yeah, I'm in investigative mode right now. Leicester Alliance Founding Day. Rare Monster Sighting. Catherine's birthday. Dorothea's birthday. I can come all the way here. Alright. Explore. Zothis.
Oh my. Just one small girl who's gone astray has caused all this.
Could be your granddaughter.
We cannot let this stand. You must do all you can to find out where she's gone. Now ask around to see what information you can find. Come now, no time to waste.
Where's Hubert? Where's Edelgard? I need to speak to... Hubert's over here. Let's go. Hubert.
Hello there.
If Flane has been taken hostage, then we know she is alive. At least for now. There would be no point to abducting her if simple murder was the objective.
Oh my gosh.
That's only logical, Professor.
You think I don't know that? Are you responsible for this? Hubert, I promise you. Wait. Oh, the Knights. Edelgard.
Hello? We must begin our search for Flame, Professor. If she ran off of her own free will, that's her business. But that may not be the case. For her sake, I suggest we assume that she was abducted and begin an investigation. Who benefits from kidnapping her?
You.
Let's gather all the information we can on anyone who's been acting strangely. I have a favor to ask.
Claude. Hilda.
Flane's gone missing. Where could she be? If it were an ordinary kidnapping, you'd think there'd be a demand for ransom or something by now.
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of this.
Yeah. It's not ordinary.
I bet Flane ran away. She couldn't stand being held back by Seth any longer.
She's not you, Hilda.
I can empathize. I know what it's like to have an overbearing big brother.
See, I have thoroughly surveyed the entire monastery, and yet I have not found a single trace of evidence that suggests Flane was abducted. Perhaps we must seek out personal recounts rather than physical evidence. In any case, we must hurry before something terrible happens.
Good idea, Dimitri.
I've heard the monastery is full of secret passages. If there is no sign of Flane's departure, it is possible that she used one of those. Whatever has happened, I hope she is all right.
Nice call to do. All right. Time to gather info. Leone?
Where could Flane have gone? Do you think she's really been kidnapped? I hear Tomas has been going around asking about her.
Right.
But he's probably just worried like the rest of us. Though it wasn't just Flane. He was asking about you and Captain Gerald, too.
Good catch.
Hello
Rhea.
Professor, have you still not found any leads regarding Flane's whereabouts? I have looked everywhere. Not even the Knights on guard have seen anything of note.
We'll find her together.
Yes. Let us work together. It reassures me to have you by my side. May the goddess protect dear Flane until she returns to us.
I feel like I'm caught in two different sides. Two different sides. Similar to the Golden Deer route. Only difference is, when we get to the end, I'm gonna have to choose one of them. Petra?
Flane was child-napped. That is what you are thinking? And the villain is inside our monastery?
Yeah.
I must have admittance. One person has been catching my eye. Shamir is a knight not like other knights. Her movements are being reminders of... No. They remind me of Warriors of Brigid.
Well,
Before she was here, what was she getting up to?
it makes complete sense. And it's funny. Don't they have a rank? Oh, yeah. Poor Shamir. That'd be funny if the rank was like, hey, I heard you were sesame. But no, it makes complete sense. Petra said in her supports, Dagda and Bridget are very similar. So of course she would notice someone else from their area. Really? Huh. Interesting. I still don't have my B rank with Petra? It's not unlocked yet? Okay. Dorothea?
Hey, Professor, have you seen Manuela? I saw her running off somewhere in a terrible hurry. I wonder if it has anything to do with Flane's disappearance. Do you know, Professor?
Well.
Oh, yes. Didn't you know? She was the senior diva in our opera company.
Yeah. I'll look for her.
What is it?
Tomas.
Is something the matter? I see. So, Flane has gone missing.
You know, I find it hard to remember the time when I actually liked Tomas. There was a time where he was, you know, a normal part of the monastery, and I was thinking, oh, hey, Tomas. Claudia had a scene with him, and, you know, which I do feel that for the Agarthan side, the Golden Deer was probably, they set them up more as the enemies. Because I got to know Tomas more in the Golden Deer's route than other routes.
I will do what I can to support the search. It seems that you are a bit suspicious of me. Might I ask your reasons?
I actually think I'm glad I played the Golden Deer route first, and then Dimitri second. Are we asking about my father?
It has been 2 decades since I last knew Gerald, yet he looks nearly identical to my memory of him. It is only natural to be curious, don't you think? I assure you, there is nothing more to it than that.
Really? You weren't asking about weaknesses? Something to pass on to Crania? You know, there's a whole problem with Edelgard's line in general, from the fact that she says, my power is not sufficient, that's why I'm relying. You know, all this time, I thought, now that I'm thinking about it, that Edelgard, yes, she was subjected to the experiments, but that it was by the Agarthans. Now I find out it's by the Prime Minister. The difference is, why is she working with the Agarthans? Why on earth, if instead... I don't have all the info yet. But now I'm starting to think it's
Professor.
well, let's just move on.
Flane? No, I haven't seen her. She's been abducted. Oh, you're looking for her. Sorry, my mind was somewhere else.
Linhart, tell me what you know.
I just recently learned she has a crest.
Oh.
Did you know that, Professor?
You didn't know?
If it was a particularly rare crest, I could imagine Professor Hanneman would have quite an intense interest in her. Oh, no, I'm not accusing Professor Hanneman of abducting Flane.
Dang. So Linhart didn't know. How'd you find out Lysithea before? Well, I guess Lysithea is not very... I mean, she's in our battlefield. In fact, that even makes more... Like, Linhart has a support with Lysithea because they've been fighting together, right? So if all you have to do is see Lysithea use magic and her sword, and then he's like, wait, what? And then brings it up.
I don't know if she ran off or got kidnapped or what. I just know that Flane's in trouble. That's it. I can't keep sitting around. I gotta go find her.
Slow down, Caspar. I can't let you get captured too, although I don't think there's any danger to... Actually, there might be.
Where do I start?
You're not exactly on friendly terms with him yet, I think. Ingrid?
To think that Flane would disappear like this. Sedith must be worried sick. I haven't much to go off of, and perhaps it's out of line for me to feel so uncomfortable. But something has been bothering me for a while about Gilbert.
Huh.
I feel as though I've met him somewhere before. I also noticed him staring intently at Annette once.
With all the knowledge I have, it's funny to hear them talking the way they are about everyone. I hate doing this. I really do. Hey, Shamir.
What brings you here? I'm taking a break.
Sorry to bother you.
Is this about Flane? You find me suspicious.
You're not from Fotland.
True. Your point being? I understand that I don't fit in among the Knights of Seros, but that hardly links me to Flane's disappearance.
Wait.
Is this about Flane? I understand, but that hardly...
Already? Well, let's get this out of the way then.
Working hard, aren't you? I'll admit, I'm impressed. I can assist with any tasks or help with your students.
Hey, Shamir.
On it. I'm available anytime I'm not on a mission with the Knights.
Well, I didn't know I could recruit her now. But, alright. Was that too soon? No, because... maybe a bit too soon. Maybe a bit too soon. I could have... Well, no. Because I'm running out of supports to do. A lot of them are either blocked or... What level would she be? What? Oh yeah, what level is she? 11? I see. She has supports with one of the people of interest. Manuela's currently missing, so I can't get her. Yeah, I'll probably redo it. Well, but I can just start on Shamir. Alright, if it's just Shamir, and then I'll get the others later. Because Hannahman and Manuela were units I was thinking I could actually use. Bernie?
Flane's not in here! I guess I have to let you in to prove it, don't I?
Let me in. I want to see this room and remind myself what it looked like. Okay. Her knitting. Some snacks, some food so she can eat. Yeah, I just now picked that up. Some books. A bear. I wonder what's in there. What's this? No. I can't make it out. Bernie?
There, see? No one's in Bernie's room but Bernie. Maybe Flame just wanted to be alone for a while. Have you considered that? Come to think of it, where is her room anyway?
That's a good question. Ferdinand?
A beautiful, delicate maiden vanishing into thin air? It is like something out of a book.
Well, you're not wrong.
If it were a book, we would have no need to worry. She would be rescued presently by a dashing nobleman.
But not the time, man.
Do you have any idea as to where she might be? Where she might have wandered off to?
The greenhouse, maybe?
The greenhouse. I did not think of that. I will take a look around there later.
But both of those were terrible options. Wrath.
I hope Flame isn't going hungry. If someone really kidnapped her, I'll never forgive them.
That's a valid concern.
Now that I think about it, I saw Aloise hanging out by the pond not too long ago. He was always getting into trouble for trying to talk to Flame, you know? It's probably a crazy thought, but I'm starting to worry.
So many suspects. Pops.
Because of Flame's disappearance, all of the Knights are searching non-stop. But we haven't found a single lead. Seth's face is getting paler by the minute. It's hard to watch. What's that? You're looking for Manuela? Well, I did pass by her earlier. She was carrying something. A mask of some sort.
Yuritsa's mask?
I'm not close to the guy, so I can't say for sure. But come to think of it, you could be right.
Hadn't even... You know what? I didn't have to do all that. I forgot. I didn't even have to tell Shamir she was suspect. Darn it. Hey, Edelgard.
I knew I could count on you.
So, Yuritsa.
Manuela ran off with Yuritsa's mask?
He kinda sus, huh?
We'll have to speak with both of them. But where could Manuela be? Yuritsa is likely at the training grounds, or in his quarters on the eastern side of the Knight's Hall.
Alright. Lysithia?
Reflecting on it now, Flame has always seemed a rather odd person. She appears young, yet there's something about her that seems much older than her years suggest. And she's quite wise, but also surprisingly naive.
Maybe she's lived a very sheltered life.
You might be right. Whatever the case, Setheth seems to care for her more than anything.
I should have said the second one. I'm curious to see what she would have said. Alright. So that is gonna do it for now. We do have some supports. How many? 1, 2. I might still get some more and also kind of grind Shamir some supports with her. How many does she have with the Black Eagles? Yeah, 3. And many of them are of great interest. So I'll focus on her, I think, for this month. Oh yeah, while we're at it, can we do something? Oh, first off, dining hall. I guess I can go ahead and have them eat together. I mean, why not?
I would be liking that greatly.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
That'll help. And that worked. Okay.
Shamir, you are training away from the ground of training.
Nice, Petra.
Ah, Petra. Well, it looks like it might rain.
I have understanding. Rain training can cause unhealthiness. Can I give you a question now?
Sure.
You come from Dagda, I think. Why are you working at the monastery?
Have that conversation come full circle.
You can tell I'm from Dagda? Oh, I suppose Bridget is our neighbor. As for why I work here, that's simple. I work to live. Rhea took me in when I had nowhere else to go. I'm here to repay my debt. I don't plan to return to Dagda anytime soon.
But Fodlan is an enemy for you, right? Are you feeling okay about that?
The only ones I've fought in person are the Imperial Army. I carry no ill will toward anyone else.
Really?
I have gratitude for your answering. You have given me understanding.
How about you? Do you hate them? The Empire is your father's enemy, no? And it's Dagda's fault that Bridget got pulled into the war at all. So, do you hate Dagda? Or do you see that as none of your concern?
The fault is not of Dagda. My father made his own choice to be joining the war.
I keep forgetting her father was basically the leader, right? Like he was king.
I cannot say I have no hatred for the Empire, but I do not have any for Edelgard. When I came here, she was always helping me.
Makes sense. You can hate a country without hating its people.
That is true. Interesting.
You speak with such honesty. It is very amazing.
Yeah?
I'm not that special. I just don't let emotions get in my way.
Huh. Well, that was quicker than I expected. I got Shamir and Petra's rank. Okay. Next up, and I just realized that still did not give me Petra's rank. Nice. How about Hubert and Hannah, man? Okay, now that worked. And it seems that Hubert and I have our B rank. I also just regained Yuri and Bernadetta's rank. And me and Bernie's B rank. Okay. Cool. The only one left is Petra. Again! Son of a... Actually, there's Edelgard. And I guess we'll do Edelgard and Linhardt. See if that will open up. Because I've already done Hannah, man. And it did! Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to have a supports episode next. That's all of Edelgard's Bs, except my own, which has not a lot. We just got it, so that makes sense. Well, now here's an interesting one. Ferdinand and Lawrence. I don't imagine.
Pristine manners are essential, even if the quality of the food is poor.
Huh.
Wouldn't you agree, Ferdinand?
Indeed. We may not care for the meal, but we must show our respect for the person who cooked it.
Really? Alright, and my professor level went up. Oh, and perfect. I was actually gonna get that. Now I can bring in all 12. So I don't have to worry about leaving Shamir out of stuff. Okay. I did get Hubert's. Yeah, let's see Hubert's B rank. Where is that? I'll save Bernie's for another time, but considering what we just saw, I need that. Alright.
It seems I am discovered. I suppose that means assassination is out of the question. At least for now.
You Looney Tunes, bro. Assassination?
Unusually watchful. Difficult to steal upon in slumber. Perhaps an odorless, tasteless poison.
You saying this in front of my face?
Lady Edelgard certainly took interest in a difficult one this time.
This time? Why are you following me?
I suppose that question does warrant a response, considering it may mean your life.
Yeah?
The answer requires me to explain some of the complex internal politics of the Empire.
Be my guest.
Are you familiar with Volkard von Arundel? He is Lady Edelgard's uncle.
Why do they call him Lord Arundel then?
You may also know him as Lord Arundel, the Empire's regent. Many years ago, he took Her Majesty and fled to the Kingdom of Fargus.
Yeah?
Then after a time, he returned to seize power. Joining forces with Prime Minister Eyre and my father, Lord Arundel rendered Emperor Ionius IX politically impotent.
That doesn't make sense. Why would your father team up against Edelgard's father? Isn't he supposed to be protecting him?
Lady Edelgard is Ionius IX's daughter. I cannot begin to fathom the depth of her sadness at his betrayal. I see something of Lord Arundel in you.
Don't you dare compare me to him.
When I look at you, I feel I can almost see a second self lurking beneath the surface.
You mean he's an Agarthan, which I had suspected.
It is as if you are in constant dialogue with something inside your heart. Something with desires very different from your own.
You think?
Does that description feel familiar to you at all?
Why am I looking down?
Because to me, you seem unpredictable. As though you could turn traitor at any moment.
I could, but you know who's really making me do that, Hubert? You. You're the one, man. No, not familiar at all.
The more I learn about you, the less I like.
The same to you.
I had thought you might be of use to Lady Edelgard. But now I am beginning to think you may, through no fault of your own, present too great a risk.
What, you have some all-knowing eye that can see everything, Hubert?
I hope you will prove me wrong, Professor.
You were not even gonna give me a chance to.
I would hate for this to come to bloodshed.
I wouldn't. But by all means, Hubert, justify all the feelings that I'm feeling about you. Right. That's his last support. That's his last support before the decision. How interesting. Well, I guess it's only fitting. If I choose to stand against him, then for us to get an A rank wouldn't make sense. And how's that a B? Every support he has, he pushes me further and further away. Every action he does, he pushes me further and further away. I don't feel like I'm getting close to this man at all. Alright. Like I said, for that, I will end it there. I don't imagine, well, people may be looking for Hubert's B rank, but I can easily just direct them to this episode, say it was at the end, so. Alright. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna think about a lot of things that I have to think about, because if this could still go, I'm still, like this line right here, I feel like I'm walking it, you know, I'm treading lightly, and Edelgard could easily go have the biggest alibi, and that, well, not the biggest, but Hubert being the one to do all this would make his paranoia, that would make sense. I've been asking this entire time, why doesn't Edelgard just join up with Dimitri and Claude? It actually seemed like she was trying to do that. But if Hubert was too paranoid and was worried that someone might betray her again, then obviously his paranoia would make a good reason to where she no longer had a choice. But that remains to be seen. As I said before, it looks like Monica will be the key. So, for now, until then, this has been Blade. I am very interested. It's not going to be the next 2 maps, because that one after we get Flayn and Monica will be the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. But after that, I'm very interested to see where this is going to go. So, until then, this has been Blade. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you all next time. And now it is time for the question of the day. And now I can say what I wanted to say in the beginning, and that's Hubert. I went a bit gung-ho on what I thought he was doing because I was told that he started the war by somebody else. I probably should have played it a bit more cautious. It's nothing is confirmed. And in fact, that could be a classic bait and switch. In fact, maybe all Hubert wants to do is see if we will betray her when Edelgard leaves, because in this next map, so far, Dedu and Hilda took command. This would be Hubert kind of taking command, seeing our worth, I guess, judging us for himself. So that could literally be all he's doing, because a big thing that I was thinking about, but I didn't actually say in the episode, is that the Death Knight was given to Arundel. This could be under his orders, not necessarily Hubert's or Edelgard's. So I want to make sure that I get that out and address any concerns people might have. So with that being said, for the question of the day, I want to ask you all, how would you rank the 3 nations of Fodlan before the war happened, as far as where you would want to live? If you've already played through the entire Black Eagle route and something that I haven't seen influenced your decision, if you could, not mention that fact, because really I'm just asking for rankings. You don't have to give the most detailed reasons of why. And of course, if it's anything from the Golden Deer, Blue Lions, or the Black Eagles that we've already seen, feel free to say. I feel like we've seen enough to ask this question. That's why I'm kind of asking it. It doesn't have something to do with Rhea specifically. So we shall see. But anyways, with that being said, please post your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.